Hello, friends. We'll be seeing the way in which the pages were destroyed by Israel, and these pages belong to Hezbollah. Hezbollah is a non state organization which is working from Lebanon. It is also a political force over there in Lebanon. It also owns one of the largest army belonging to Lebanon. Okay. So in this video, we will see how and why Israel is allegedly involved in destruction of these pages and what possible questions may come up in your state PCS and UPSC examination. On 17th of September 2024, there was simultaneous detonation of explosives in the pages, and the pages belonging to the network of Hezbollah were simultaneously detonated across Lebanon, and people, whether they were in supermarket, in the streets, in the hospitals, in their homes, playgrounds, this was done in a very systematic and simultaneous manner. So it created a chaos and confusion and instilled fear and confusion in the ranks and files of Hezbollah. Okay, तो फिर यूपीएससी आपसे क्या सवाल पूछेगा, आपके स्टेट पीसीएस में ये सवाल कैसे आ सकते हैं, उसके ऊपर हमारा डिस्कशन होगा. सिर्फ पेजर का एक्सप्लोजन नहीं हुआ है, पेजर के बाद सोलर पैनल्स, वॉकी टॉकी, और अब तो ऐसा लग रहा है कि मोबाइल फोन अगर लोग यूज कर रहे हैं, लैपटॉप कर रहे हैं, सारे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक गैजेट हो सकता है इनके अंदर से विस्फोटक निकले. सो देयर इज शॉर्ट ऑफ कंफ्यूजन इन लेबनान, सीरिया, एंड पीपल डोंट हैव courage and they are utter confusion both in Lebanon and Syria, because Syria also does not have very good relationship with Israel, and certain people of Hezbollah are also working over there. Okay, and we'll also see that Israel is dealing with 3 H simultaneously right now. ये 3 H कौन कौन से हैं? तो एक है आपका हमास, दूसरा आपका हौती जो आपका यमन से ऑपरेट कर रहा है, और तीसरा है आपका हिजबुल्लाह जो आपका लेबनान से ऑपरेट कर रहा है. एंड हाउ दिस ऑपरेशन वाज कैरिड आउट बाय इजराइल. सो लेट्स बिगिन विथ व्हाई एट द फर्स्ट प्लेस in the time of mobile connectivity, Hezbollah was using pager. Okay, so pager is what? Pager is using radio frequency where the data are transmitted to pager and pager receives them. So in UPSC they will ask you the technology behind pagers. Okay, pager are one way device. Okay, यहां पर सिर्फ मैसेज आ सकता है. सिंस मैसेज आता है और ये मैसेज वापस नहीं भेज सकते, इट्स ओनली ए रिसीवर, तो जब ये मैसेज वापस नहीं ब्रॉडकास्ट कर सकते या भेज नहीं सकते, इन दैट केस क्या होता है, इनका लोकेशन ट्रेस नहीं किया जा सकता है. जैसे पहले रेडियो हम लोग घर में यूज करते थे, तो रेडियो को फ्रीक्वेंसी पे एक बार ट्यून कर लो तो उस पे आपका रेडियो स्टेशन से सेट हो जाता था फ्रीक्वेंसी, और रेडियो लेके आप कहीं भी घूमो, कहीं भी चले जाओ, कोई रेडियो ट्रेस नहीं कर पाएगा, क्योंकि इट्स जस्ट रिसीविंग द डेटा, इट इज नॉट सेंडिंग इट बैक. जब सेंड इट बैक ही नहीं कर रहा है तो उसको ट्रेस नहीं किया जा सकता है. तो क्या इजराइल ने पेजर को हैक किया था? तो इनिशियली ऑन 17th of September जब ये एक्सप्लोजन हुआ तो एक इंटरप्रिटेशन ये था कि इजराइल ने पेजर पे एक कोडेड मैसेज भेजा होगा जो हीट अप कर दिया होगा उसके बैटरी को और वो एक्सप्लोड कर गया होगा। पर ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ। पेजर को हैक नहीं किया जा सकता। ये बहुत ही इनर्ट डिवाइस है। इनर्ट डिवाइस मतलब एक्टिव है ही नहीं, ये तो पैसिव है, सिर्फ रिसीव करता है। इसमें एक स्पीकर होता है, एक बैटरी होता है, ठीक है, और ज्यादा कुछ होता नहीं जिससे इसको किया जाए। तो एक्सप्लोजन किया कैसे गया था? तो एक्सप्लोजन करने के लिए इन्होंने क्या किया था, इसके प्रोडक्शन स्टेज में जो पेजर डिवाइस होता है उसके अंदर एक एक्सप्लोसिव डाल दिया गया था। वो एक्सप्लोसिव था आपका PETN, ठीक है, इसका फुल फॉर्म है पेंटारिथ्रिटॉल टेट्रा नाइट्रेट। ये एक आपका पॉसिबल क्वेश्चंस आपके एग्जामिनेशन में आ सकता है प्रीलिम्स में। तो ये डाला गया था, ये बहुत ही स्मॉल क्वांटिटी में अराउंड 30 ग्राम डाला गया था नेक्स्ट टू बैटरी, ठीक है। और फिर ये एक्चुअली 6-7 महीने से यूज में चल रहा था ये पेजर, ठीक है, और इसे लंबे समय के लिए रखने का प्रयोजन था। इट वॉज टू बी केप्ट फॉर ए लॉन्गर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, बट in between someone had doubt in Hezbollah that this pager is somewhat breached, okay, and this was passed on to the next level, and the person who came to know about this doubt was actually one of the agent of Israel. So he immediately let Israel knew it that somehow people have doubt on pager. So immediately Israel went on an action mode and detonated the pager as and when they found it the suitable opportunity. So 30 gram of PETN, pentaerythritol tetranitrate, was used as an explosive. So how this was done? It was done until less in the production process Israeli authority is involved. But this pager belonged to a Taiwanese company, and that company was Gold Apollo. You can see in this diagram that it is manufactured by a Taiwanese company, Gold Apollo. Okay. But the company which belonged to Taiwan denied that it was manufactured by them. They said that what they did was actually they have licensed their manufacturing to a third party, which was BAC Consulting in Hungary, and they manufactured on behalf of Gold Apollo. Once it was manufactured, it was supplied to Hezbollah. But the irony is, or the striking thing is that BAC Consulting is one of the shell companies. And this shell companies was owned by the intelligence agency of Israel. And that way, this pager, which has explosive inside it during the production process, was sent and delivered to Hezbollah. Okay. So let's see what possible questions can come up in your UPSC examination from this section. So the first possible question you may get will be regarding the geographical location of Israel and the countries next to it. So this is the geographical location of Israel, and you can see Lebanon is at its north. Okay. Then we have West Bank, which shares boundary with Jordan. Then we have Gaza Strip, which also shares boundary with Egypt over here. Okay. And we have Golan Heights for which Israel fought war with Syria, Lebanon, and Jordan in past. So this possible question about the geographical location of Israel may come. The countries it is sharing borders with, the prominent location, Golan Heights, Gaza Strips, West Bank, River Jordan. This can be your possible question in your examination. Is Israel sharing coast with or boundary with Mediterranean Sea? Is it sharing boundary with Lebanon, Saudi Arabia, Syria, Lebanon, Jordan, Egypt? That could be your possible question. So you can see at the map itself where Israel is located. Now, in context of India, what we should be seeing this event as such. See, India, we take pride in being digital economy, but we are actually user-based economy of digital infrastructure or revolution. We are using GPay, which is owned by Google. So Google is basically an American company. So tomorrow, if Google says that they are going to use our data because for strategic purpose, if we are no more in the good books of US as we were not during early 90s, then that will be a very much of strategic loss. Also, we assemble mobile phones, but 70% of the electronic items and their component come from China. And China, we have a history of border skirmish, border dispute, and war. And China is someone whom we can't trust. They are all whether friend of Pakistan. And we all know enemy's friend is your enemy. Right? Plus 20% of car component is also coming from China. Electronic stuff. So we need to take into account that in future, our security and sovereignty will be compromised because of attack like this. Israel has now given this idea to the nations worldwide how to deal with countries, those who are not at good terms or enemy states, using this kind of propaganda and strategy. After this event, the rank and file of Hezbollah will be totally discouraged. Their will would be totally broken, willpower no more. Okay, rank and file under chaos and confusion. There will be sowing of deep fear inside them against Israel. Okay. So what should India actually do? See, we have already Make in India, okay, where India has to be self-reliant. Just not Make in India will do. We have to actually make for India now. Because of this event, we can understand what kind of security breach implication it will have in future. So we have also a program where it is known as Production Linked Incentive Scheme for Large Scale Electronic Manufacturing. This program offers financial incentives to the companies that are going to manufacture electronics in India. So what are the goals? The goals are boosting of domestic manufacturing to attract large scale investment in our electronic value chain. We have to design, manufacture it, and sell it over here. We should be less dependent on foreign goods, electronic goods, because we never know what kind of data will be stolen from it, what kind of security breach will be done. And we have to make India a global hub for electronic production. This is also an opportunity because India is a trusted name in the emerging economics, in the developed nation and the developing nations. People will trust India. People are no more going to trust Chinese walkie-talkie, which has been destroyed recently. The solar panels which are being developed and produced by China, they are also exploding. The Taiwanese pager has totally did away with their goodwills, whatever might be the reason. So this is an opportunity for us to bloom into electronic manufacturing hub and not only make for the world and make in India, but also make for India to make us self-reliant. Thank you. Watch this video and understand its implication and from where the prelims and main questions may come in your examination. Have a nice day ahead.